Hi everyone, it's Lynn Terry, Low Carb Traveler, and I wanted to talk real quick about the mini challenges we're doing, the year-end mini challenges, because these are so much fun, and we're on our second mini challenge so far, and we're just going to do them weekly through the end of the year. And I think it's been really successful because normally I do a full 90-day challenge, and I think that's a little bit overwhelming for some people. Although there is a very specific reason I do a 90-day challenge, and it's because um, I think going consistently keto and doing 20 net carbs max for 90 full days was the most life-changing thing that I ever did in my keto journey. And in terms of breaking patterns, in terms of breaking old habits, getting past eating disorders and bad relationships with food, etc. But these fun year-end weekly mini challenges have been extremely successful so far, so I just wanted to pop on and chat about that for a quick second. So you can find both of them on my blog. It's at travelinglowcarb.com, or just go to 90daylowcarbchallenge.com, and you can sign up by email there. But anyway, the very first one that we did, I wanted to share a few of the results with you, and we're going to do this pretty quick because I have a meeting in 20 minutes. But I wanted to share some other people's results with you because it was pretty exciting. And the very first challenge we did was so simple and so easy, and only for 5 days. And you can do it now. You can start anytime, but it's the Keto Reboot. And basically just going back to the basics, going back to the starting point, going back to when things were simple before you overcomplicated it. And the results that people saw during that Keto Reboot challenge were amazing. And not just because it motivated some people to get back on track. So of course, they were going to see results being week one. But so many lifers like myself, I've been eating a ketogenic low carb diet for almost 9 years. And I lost 2.6 pounds that week. And so it's amazing what going back to the basics can really do for you. In a way, because we get away from, some of the things that work so well for us, or, we start adding in things, or we stop tracking, or we start overcomplicating it. So going back to the basics with the Keto Reboot was extremely successful. And I'll share with you a couple of people's results. I won't tell you their names or information, but just the results that they experienced, because it was so exciting to me personally. So we're doing a week 2 keto challenge, and this one's a lot of fun too, but it addresses 5 different potential issues that you might be having in your keto life. And I'll just go over those real quick, because the goal is to address them all, or to pick the one that causes you the most stress or the most struggle. And the 5 things that we're addressing in this week it's called a positive mindset keto challenge. And I think the dieting mindset is so stressful, and we end up getting, stressed out. We end up pressuring ourselves. We end up getting discouraged and disappointed, and then we go off the rails. And there's this whole, mindset thing that's playing tricks on us all the time and making us feel like crazy. Getting off that dieting roller coaster is the absolute best thing that I have ever done for myself. And that is the reason that I chose that as the topic for our week 2 mini challenge, which again is only for 5 days. And so we're addressing 5 potential topics that might be a problem for you. The first being scale stress. Do the scales stress you out? Do you weigh yourself every day or every week? Does what the scales say or not say affect your day, affect your mindset, affect whether or not you stay on plan? That's the number one thing out of the 5 points we're addressing in this week's mini challenge. The second one is emotional eating, stress eating, going off plan when you are going through a hard time, having a bad day, any of that kind of stuff. So stress eating, emotional eating, binge eating, however you want to qualify it. If you are only staying on plan when you feel good and you're having a good day and everything's going fine, that's not going to be that many days out of the year. I mean, let's just be honest, happens all the time. And so how are you going to handle stress from now on? You have to find new ways to cope with stress. You have to find new ways to, deal with things that come up in life. That's all there is to it. You cannot turn to food. And my question to you is, at any horrible thing you've ever been through, or any really bad day you've ever had, has there ever been any food or any amount of food that actually fixed the problem? or really even made you feel better? Or did you feel worse afterwards? And getting honest with yourself, that's point number 2 about why you eat, when you eat, what you eat, that kind of thing. The third one is mindless eating. Boredom. Some people snack out of boredom. Some people snack out of habit. Some people go back for seconds just because they're there. Mindless eating is very common. It's something that I did myself for many years. And tracking your meals and macros, whether you care what the numbers say or not, holds you accountable. It makes you aware. And that awareness is the first step really in becoming a mindful eater and deciding, I'm going to eat for my health today. I'm going to choose healthy options, that kind of thing. The things that people are, realizing and becoming aware of during this mini challenge are interesting and amazing. I'm loving it. So the fourth one that we're working on this week is motivation and self-discipline. Where does it come from? How do you get it? What do you do when you don't feel it, when you're not feeling motivated, when you have zero self-discipline to stick to your plan and your weight loss goals and take care of your health? And the fifth point we're working on is if you're struggling for any reason whatsoever, which might be I'm struggling because I have PCOS. I'm struggling because I have arthritis. I'm struggling because I can't exercise for physical reasons. I'm struggling because of family issues. I'm struggling because of this specific health issue. So let's say, for example, you are on a medication that makes it very difficult for you to lose weight. That is another point we are addressing into why you should do 5-day keto positive mindset challenge anyway, even if you are having problems with any of those 5 points. In fact, because you might be having problems with any or all or several of those 5 points. And that's why we're doing this fun little 5-day mini challenge. It's more about awareness. It's more about learning about yourself. It's more about paying attention to why do I do what I do when I do it? And is it helping? Is it serving me? Or is it causing me dieting stress? And the absolute top goal of mine has always been to get you off a diet, to get you off the dieting roller coaster, which is absolutely maddening. I lived there for several years. And to get you into the happiest, healthiest version of yourself, but also to get you into just a happy, healthy, low-carb lifestyle. Plain and simple. And then the weight loss will be a result, not a constant obsession, but a natural result, because your body will have no choice but to follow suit if you are constantly doing healthy things, thinking healthy things, eating healthy things. Period. That's it. Tamara says, I am guilty of mindless eating and will overeat when I'm worrying. Good video. So please join us for the Positive Mindset mini challenge this week. And part of that is if you didn't do the Keto Reboot the first week, part of that is to do them together, because we're going to do a series of year-end mini challenges. One that starts every Monday throughout the end of the year until we do the big New Year, You Are Committed 90-day Keto Challenge. But throughout the end of the year, we're doing 5-day mini challenges starting every Monday. On day 6, do whatever you want to do. Just if you can commit to 5 short days of each week's fun little mini challenge, you will be amazed at the results. So if you didn't do the Keto Reboot on week 1, the goal is do that first and or combine them together. And that's completely your choice, how and when you want to do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to layer these. So we're kind of creating a really good foundation and then building on that foundation as we go. So I'm going to look at my screen, so I won't be looking like directly at you for just a second. But I want to share, and again, I have a meeting in a few minutes, so I just want to share a couple of the results. And this was from week 1 from the Keto Reboot, because a lot of people, jumped on board or were lifers and saw great results. So this one was, I have to do the math, 64, 67, 3.4 pounds. She lost in 5 days. 3.4 pounds in 5 days is a lot for your body. And it said, thank you so much for this mini challenge. It got me back into the habit of tracking my food, tracking my meals. This lady said, I can move and bend better with less resistance. She said, it seemed like my body was always fighting me. Inflammation is what she was dealing with. And she says, now I can move and bend better with less resistance in 5 short days, you guys. I mean, we will suffer for weeks, months, years on end sometimes with immobility issues. I have inflammatory arthritis and chronic pain that keto fixes, thankfully. But we will deal with that as our norm for so long. But, to experience positive results like that in just 5 days is amazing. This person said, I'm down 6 pounds exactly in 5 days. I feel more energized. I am battling keto flu, but I'm sure that'll pass soon. Thank you so much. I am finally back on track. You guys know I'm a softie. I'm going to tear up. Sometimes that's all it takes is a group, a community, a family, and that's what we are. And I couldn't have achieved what I achieved without you guys. The accountability, the friendship, the conversations, just the fact that we're always there for each other is amazing. Let me keep going because I get choked up too easily and I am short on time. So I love this one, you guys. I love this one. The honesty is really good. She says, I was doing really good all week. I lost 5 pounds in 4 days. Lost 5 pounds in 4 days. Fell off a bit at dinner last night, but I'm in control. I will lose the 2 I gained overnight. This mini challenge is what I needed. The words, I'm in control, like screamed at me on the screen. I mean, how good does that feel? Because she was doing the mini challenge, instead of saying, oh, well, I screwed up. Now I'm 2 pounds up today. Might as well just call it an early weekend and go off the rails. But she said, no, I'm in control. I'm going to lose that. I was like, that mindset is amazing. This lady said, I am down 3 pounds this week. I am so excited to continue my challenge. 2.6 pounds lost in 4 days. This one lady is a lifer, and like me, she eats keto consistently. But she said, I have learned so much taking the Keto Reboot challenge because she chose to do 20 total carbs a day instead of 20 net carbs a day. And that was the part, I wanted to have something in the challenge for lifers who are consistently keto, like I am, because I am. And so I wanted to have something for that segment of people too, who don't go off track, don't need help staying on track. But I'm like, let's challenge ourselves to do 20 total carbs instead of 20 net carbs. And it is very enlightening and very eye-opening. And she shared later in a different thread some of the different things that she learned from doing that just for 5 days. Making food swaps, because if you're relying a lot on bars, let's say, for example, these are only 2 net carbs, but I think, and they're so good. These are my favorites. I have a discount code for this too, but I live on these. But they're 11 total carbs. That's more than half your 20. So having to make different food choices forces you to get a little bit more mindful about how many products you're eating, which types of foods you're eating. It just changes things. She also lost weight this week, doing total carbs versus net carbs. Let's see. So this one said, I started low carb in 2017 and lost 40 pounds. It is the only thing that has ever worked for me. I got off track and gained back 15 pounds. How many of us has that happened to? If I could count the number of times I've gained and lost the same 20 pounds over and over and over, I've probably lost hundreds of pounds. That the 20 and 20 and 20 over and over and over. Anyway, she said she got off track and gained 15 pounds back, and she's says, that feeling that you feel. But if you don't stop, if you don't restart, if you don't reboot, you're just going to continue gaining and continue gaining after that. So she said, I started the 5-day challenge. In 4 days, 3.5 pounds gone. Thank you so much. I forgot how easy it is, and the support in these mini challenges really helps. Tamara said, I'm all in for the next mini challenge, and it's nice to do these before the holidays. I am going to challenge you to go ahead and start the reboot tomorrow. Today looks good, but tomorrow looks even better probably at this hour. So I want to just go ahead and challenge you, if you haven't started yet, do the keto reboot and start tomorrow. Just make that commitment. I promise you the motivation, the excitement, the results are definitely on the other end of just making that commitment. That's what I had to do when I started. Just set a date and just do it. Let's see. So this lady had not weighed in yet, but she said, the biggest success for me is I am back to tracking, especially ahead of eating. And that was one of the things I suggested. Track it before you eat it, make it, order it, whatever. because it's a real good accountability, it's good for personal accountability, but it's also makes for more mindful eating, portion control, etc. It just makes you hyper aware. She said, biggest success for me is I am back to tracking, but I'm also doing it now ahead of eating, and that has made a huge difference. I am hypoglycemic, so she's also was checking her blood sugar throughout the week. And let me just say, her note here says Monday morning, her blood glucose was 109, this morning 78. The last 3 days it has stayed between 85 to 75 throughout the day. This is great for me. I mean, that's a health marker in a few short days, in 3 days straight. I mean, she greatly improved her blood sugar numbers. That's amazing. She said it keeps the cravings away. My ketones have also been much better. I started this keto challenge on Monday at 0.4. That is slightly out of ketosis, not quite in ketosis. This morning, it was 1.8 ketone level. I'm feeling more confident about my food choices. My mindset has changed. I get all choked up. Another lady, I lost 6 pounds in 4 days. I'm keeping with it. I'm less bloated and I have more energy. This lady, I lost 5.5 pounds since Monday in 4 days. I hit a plateau that was impossible to break. And then her blood sugar was borderline diabetes. She was having all kinds of health problems. She said, I learned so much in such a short time in this group. I'm making much better food choices. It's been very easy for me so far. Thank you so much. 5.5 pounds. After hitting a plateau, she couldn't break. And then all of a sudden loses 5.5 pounds in 4 or 5 days. Here's another one. Thank you so much for this mini challenge. As of this morning, and this was on day 4, I am down 6.8 pounds. This is exactly what I needed to get back on track. All right, so I'll stop reading you successes because they go on and on and on. Let me go back over here to full screen. There we go. So, but the results have been absolutely amazing. So like I said, if you haven't yet done the Keto Reboot, start there and start tomorrow. And then pick up with the next mini challenge, which is the Positive Mindset Keto Mini Challenge. And it's about addressing the mindset issue that you struggle with the most. If there's more than one, that's fine. I am here for you every step of the way. I have been through all of those. I picked those five mindset issues. I have them on this little Post-it note. I picked those, handpicked those, because I struggled with all of them myself. And so I'm happy to, chat with you, tell you what worked for me, make suggestions. Just having somebody to talk to sometimes makes all the difference in the world. So I will see you guys at travelinglowcarb.com or 90daylowcarbchallenge.com. Drop a comment here on this video if you have any questions. Let me know if you're in. Like and comment and share or whatever. Let me know if you're in, because the more the better, and it motivates me too. I'm seeing great results as well. All right, you guys, I have to get to work. I have a meeting, but join us. Let's see some great year-end results together, because who doesn't want to look and feel their best during the holidays? You know, you're going to have a new sweater. Like just got this one. And I have a little bulge right here that I would like to still get rid of before I actually wear this sweater out in public. But who doesn't want to look and feel their best? What are your New Year's plans? Are you going to wear a cute little black dress? Or what are you going to wear for Christmas? I mean, you have the option of wearing a big, boxy, fuzzy sweater, but you could put on a really nice dress and just rock it and feel amazing. Whatever it is, I want you to step into 2020 your happiest, healthiest self. I don't care what you weigh. I don't care how much weight you've lost. I don't care about any of those things, your jean size, your dress size. When you step into 2020, I want you to feel good. I want you to be happy with yourself. I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel in control. I want you to feel like I can do anything and this is my year. And that starts now by making small commitments and ending this year in a way that puts you in that position, that puts you in those shoes to step over that line into 2020, because you guys, it's literally like 40-something days away. All right, so I will see you back in the group or around the web or on Instagram or Facebook, in the inbox or what have you, and I hope you have a great rest of the day or night, and I hope this inspired you or excited you as much as it did me.